Hello everyone. It's James again. And before I start today's video, I just want to quickly say, all work in this video contains 100% original content of and by myself James Smith, otherwise known as Bgood 4000, and was uniquely created with NAWMAL software, by myself James Smith. As I purchased commercial rights from NAWMAL to produce my unique and original video with this software. Commentary is uniquely my own thoughts, feelings, and expressions. Now that I have that out of the way, I do hope everyone is doing better than fantastic out there. And I want to say, all of your participation is great. Because that's the name of the game really. Because you see, for so many years, we thought we were all alone in this. And that's what the narcissists want you to feel like about yourself and your experiences. And they don't want you to compare notes with others. And here you are, comparing notes, which leads to a lot of good things, such as the first steps like healing and developing a healthy life for yourself, which is a good thing. But with that being said, I wanted to talk about something that is equally important. And by the title, you might say, well, isn't this obvious? And the title is, no. Marrying the narcissist won't make them treat you better. But here's the thing. As I talked about in the previous video, there is so much gray areas with the narcissist. They do things in such a way to manipulate you and your thinking and emotions over a long period of time, that get you to pretty much be brainwashed to go along with that fake scripted program the narcissist is trying to get you to follow. And most of us here have gone along with such a program. And part of this is what I call the slot machine example. If you have someone at a betting place where there are slot machines and card games and the like, and they are down to their car keys, and they bet their car clinging to the hope they can win back all of the money they have just lost. And though there are a lot of things going on there that cover up this is a big problem, such as a gambling addiction, and that walking away from the betting table is the best choice even though a lot of money has already been lost. But all of these emotions, along with the people that are running the place making you feel like, come on, one more bet and win your money back. And they might say that because they can tell you're in a weak emotional state. All because they want to get that last amount of money or whatever out of you. Well, here's the thing. The narcissist will do the same thing. You've gone through the love bombing stage, to where they are now devaluing you, and mistreating you more often. Yes. There are times they pull back and treat you good. But you are now noticing more poor treatment from the narcissist than good treatment. And in one of your bad times with the narcissist, they will bring up, they only treat you the way they do because you haven't married them yet. I know, right? You can't make this stuff up. But this is what they say. Because they know and can see you are in a weakened state. And they want you to think you have a chance at hitting all sevens this time on the slot machine, so to speak. Or rolling a perfect number. Or getting the perfect card hand. But sadly the casino in this instance is rigged for you to lose. And they know that. Because the casino you are playing in is their casino full of narcissism and narcissistic tricks. I remember Susie, my ex, telling me that she treated me the way she did because I deserved to be treated that way. And that it was because I hadn't married her yet. And the problem is, if you tell this to anyone, they likely will side with the narcissist. And they will tell you that you should just marry them. But what this is doing by going along with such a thing is thinking someone will treat you nice. Not because they care for you and love you, but because you gave them something. Here's another example I've mentioned before. The young bully that's on the playground going up to another kid and saying, I will be your friend if you give me your candy. Now we all know how this ends. Eventually this turns into getting their milk money, their winter coat, and their bike. And rarely does this bully ever give the friendship that was promised. Oh, they might act nice here or there if they think they can get more things out of this other kid. But once the well is dry, they pretty bluntly let them know they just used them for what they could get. Now get lost. This is the type of person you are dealing with when a narcissist tells you they are treating you poorly because you haven't done this or you haven't done that. Or in this example, because you haven't married them. Or you haven't started a family with them. Narcissists are all about control. And they know the minute you sign that paper with them, that you will have a more difficult time getting away from them. And even if you do figure things out and try to get away from them, they can stay attached to your life for a long time. Sometimes forever if a family was created. And that's what they want. They want constant drama and constant narcissistic supply. And they know by signing that contract and or creating a family, they are increasing their chances of this happening. And this is not only confirmation and validation for what we went through. It's also to help those that are in this situation right now. If you ignored all other red flags, please don't ignore this one. If you haven't started a family yet with this individual and or signed a marriage document, you might want to highly consider cutting your losses and walking away from the narcissist's casino table. You can't buy love. And anyone that puts demands on things you have to do or give them in order for them to treat you like a human being, that is someone that doesn't love you and they have a serious problem. And it's not your job to figure out what that problem is. Nor is it your job to try to fix that problem within this individual. And with that said, it's important to note, I have yet to see a situation like this work out. I'm sure there are a few people out there that are exceptions to this statement. But I'm just letting you know what I've observed. Most people that were given this pressure of, I only treat you bad because you haven't married me yet. Once they get married they find out that not only was that a lie, but they are now getting treated even worse. And then it changes to something else. Such as, well, we never go on trips like where so and so gets to go. Or our house is too small. Or our car is too old. It will never be enough and you will never be enough. At least in the narcissist's eyes. And they will keep running you through the ringer until you feel like you are so exhausted you can barely think straight. Which again is another tactic of the narcissist. And that's the state of mind they want to keep you in. Exhausted, tired and unable to think straight. Please know, if you are in a situation where you met someone that was coming on strong so much so, you thought you met the love of your life. Then out of nowhere 6 months or so later they started to devalue you. And mistreat you. And then they would go back and forth from nice treatment to bad treatment. Then now they are telling you that they did all of this to you because you aren't married. There's a high chance you are dealing with a toxic disordered person. And it's not going to get any better. And by signing papers with them, you are just going to put yourself deeper into the spider's web. Which is what they want, so you can't wiggle free. And so they can get supply from you and there's nothing you can do about it. So if you are seeing all of this play out in your relationship, you might want to think really heavily on if this is a relationship you want to continue with. But as for me, the answer would be to get away from such a person. Safely as humanly possible. Well, that's all I have for now. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Because the more we share the more we grow. With that said, I do hope your day is blessed. And until next time, bye for now. And be good to yourself.